Consensual stops are illegal in Connecticut. These guys do them all the time. With this dog in this vehicle. I've seen it twice. Couldn't be pulled over that long. Just passed me up there. What up, Lou? Press harder. What up, bro? Swine. These are the guys. Consensual stops are illegal in Willimantic. It's illegal to even ask. I've seen these guys, this guy, do it twice. Can you guys hear me? I got a headphone in, so I don't know if it's clear. Good to see you. Mods, throw some links up. Get Press's link out there, please. Anybody else? It's came out here for a birthday party. The same house. Midget's court date is coming up. The one that wrecked the car right down there on Main Street. You know, doing a 98, what was it, 94 to 107 and a 25. Happy Saturday. The one that ran from the scene. He's got court coming up. Hopefully they add some more charges, because he deserves it. You know, if these guys are supposed to be held to a higher example and leaders of the community, I don't know why they don't get held to the same standard in court. Who's that clown? Dak, Jax, they got all their names the same. Why is there so many canines out right now? I don't even know who. That wasn't John. I got some bad news. Well, it's bad news for the town of Willimantic. It sounds like one of my favorite guys out here, Frechette, is probably not going to be back. Sounds like he's out on medical leave. And in my opinion, he's probably one of the best things that happened to this department. And then John's leaving not long. He's only got a little while left too, so it looks like this town is hit. I mean, we got Edwards and we got Catanzaro, but that's it. That's literally all we got. Or at least he has his lights on. I'm gonna take this headphone out so I could hear them. Okay, I got these bad boys. I actually went to school with him. He was on my brother's basketball team. My brother won a basketball championship with him in elementary school. He's actually one of the ones that pushed me to start doing this, because he stopped me one day for telling the guy in front of me to go at a green light. He followed me through town and then pulled me over and said I went through a yellow light. You guys all right? I don't want to bug them, but yeah, followed me through town and it was snowing. And I went through a yellow light because I didn't want to jack on my brakes and slide. And he pulled me over. What's this stream about? Public servant accountability. How does that win-free work? What do you mean win-free? This is about just checking on our public servants. Making sure they're doing the right thing, treating people right, not violating their rights, which we see all the time, especially out of this town. This town is... No, I'm not detaining. These people are. I'm just documenting it. I wish I had an egg. I don't have any eggs on me. Thank you, Logan. Do what we can. Oh, yeah, sorry, Andrew. I didn't know that you were talking about... Yeah, that is. It's the newest one. I don't know what it's called. But this is Connecticut. Willimantic, Connecticut. One of the worst towns I've been in for police. They literally pulled him over at the police department. Fire department right here, police department on the other side. He was just coming down Valley Street. I saw him. Me, I'm 34. He's 35 in August. I'm hoping since we're here, it's a simple let go. I feel young, dude. I don't know. I feel like my age is slowly catching me. Outlaw, what up? Roscoe, Ann. Is that how you say it? Ann? A-A-N-E. Charles, what up, man? There's my guy. Do I travel all over the state? Absolutely. I work in other states every week, so why is he pulling him out? Why is he pulling him out? This is useless. We got Nixon. Nixon thinks you can't record in public. He thinks the First Amendment is actually loitering somehow. He trespassed me from the public parking garage next to the PD. I feel horrible for this guy. What do you guys want bet it is? I bet it's something retarded. Can't hear anything. Retarded dogs just bark the whole fucking time. Can you guys hear me? Just 6 months into jail, blah blah. That has nothing to do with this. Oh, look at my umbrella, guys. This thing's a piece of crap. This is the worst umbrella I ever got. I'm putting it away. Hold on, let me fold this thing up. It's literally breaking. It was raining when I was coming down here, so I was like, oh, I need an umbrella. So I stopped and bought one, and I got screwed. Don't ever buy an umbrella from Dollar Tree, because this is what you'll get. Or not Dollar Tree. Dollar General. Hey guys, say, look at, he ain't hurting nobody. Goddamn. Amen. What up, NH? Mountain Girl. Appreciate you. I mean, I got it wrapped up. You could use it in regular, like rain, but if there's any wind, you can't use it. Glizzy, absolutely. This guy right here thinks you can't film in a public parking garage. He said you have to pay to be in there. He doesn't understand that the First Amendment is not loitering. Oh, we got Melissa in here? There she is. What up, Melissa? Get some links up, mods, for these guys. I haven't checked, so if you did already, I'm sorry, but these, they do them. Yeah, it is. You think all of them are active? Oh, we need some water. So they're picking on it. They said he got caught with drugs at some point in his time. Wow. That means absolutely nothing. But we have seen them pull over cars simply because they know the passenger has been stopped in the past for drugs. His words, not mine. They simply will pull you over. No lawful reason. They will make it up. We got supervisors out here that don't do nothing. Instead of doing the right thing, they allow these underlings to do whatever they want. Like, and I don't want this guy to feel like I'm harassing him or doing anything to him, because I'm absolutely not. I'm strictly here to document. Yeah, random, you're right. It doesn't, what am I going to pay for? And honestly, does that mean even if I don't park, if I pay, can I go in there? It's unlawful. I'm going to handle it. I just got other kids. Mazzy, I don't know what they're doing, what it's for. I can't say yes or no. They probably just ran the plate and saw that he had a history and pulled him over. Oh, he got stopped for drugs before. Or the car's something stupid. I don't know. Something retarded, but nothing that warrants all this. At least they're letting him sit back in the car. I'm glad they didn't throw him in cuffs while they're figuring it out, because that's what they do to everybody else. If we weren't here, that's what they would be. I would put my life on it. That's what they would be doing. How's he gonna figure it out? He's leaving. Oh, I'll figure it out. Or just backing up from the sign. Oh, he's gonna park in the parking lot? Wow, what? Tell me he's not using his brain. Oh, he's not. He's turning around. I thought he was actually going to park and get out of the road, because his lights aren't on, so he's definitely breaking the law, parking into no parking. I don't care if you're a manager. And he did let me go when he pulled me over for absolutely nothing. He didn't give me a ticket because he realized who I was. when I gave him my ID. He said, "Oh, Danny, I went to school with your brother." I knew who he was. I saw his, well, I didn't at first. I saw his name tag. I'm like, "Oh shit, I do know you." Yeah, Charles, I have. Not the whole thing. What up, Brione? Guys, throw up, what up, SJD? New Hampshire Mountain Girl, thank you. I just would put money on it that it wouldn't be going like this if we weren't here. Because it never does any other time. Like when they pulled over the 3 kids up there for following too close. And they ripped all of them out of the car and they searched the car. And even though they didn't find any drugs, they charged them with brass knuckles and then had me arrested 3 weeks later for taping it. I went to court in New Britain last week. The judge told the prosecutor the month before that they need to dismiss these charges because she doesn't want them going to the appellate court. That's the only reason, too. Not because it's the right thing to do, and not because I didn't break the law, but because she doesn't want it going to the appellate court. Because in my eyes, if my case went to the appellate court, guess what would happen? They would fix this interfering bullshit that they have going on in Connecticut, where they say, if you don't give your name during a Terry stop, you're quote-unquote interfering. Who's that? Yeah, I like that. Yeah, Bush Kid, after they searched his whole car, after they pulled all 3 of them out, they searched the whole car, they ran the dog around the car. If you're pulled over for following too close, they're supposed to write you that ticket and let you go. I assume if they have a dog there readily available and it doesn't delay the stop, they could. I mean, if they still don't have a reason though. They didn't suspect drugs. They didn't suspect anything. They just followed too close. They extended the stop. They pulled them all out of the car. They called for a dog. They ran the dog. The dog hit. They didn't find any drugs, so they charged them with the brass knuckles that they found. When was that? Hey, you got video of it? Jack, what up? Thank you, man. Ambulance. And that's what my problem is, random fandom, is like, I feel like there's some that I really like. But when stuff happens and their buddies beat me up, they still don't jump in. They don't protect me. And they still don't do the right thing. So it's like, as much as I feel like they may be a decent person, or, you know what I mean, a decent cop, it's not true. If you let people get beat up by people under the color of law. There's a couple out here, but like the only one out here, well, there's 2. There's Frechette, but Frechette's been out almost the whole time I've been auditing. He was here for a little bit. He went out on medical leave. He came back. It was awesome to see him back, and then he's gone again. And from what I'm told is he's probably not coming back. And then now that leaves Edwards. Edwards is a supervisor too. And Edwards is one of my favorite ones. Oh, you guys, we got a video too. So there's a lot of stuff going on here that people don't know. So the hospital over here is Wyndham Hospital. I got a video from a kid I grew up with going and trying to put in complaint about HIPAA violations. The state police told him they can't do anything about it. He has to go to the hospital and handle it. So he went to the hospital to handle it. His ex was looking up people in the system and giving him information about people. And they split up. She went and tried to say he did some stuff he didn't do. Or, I don't know if he didn't do it, but it's not what she made it out to be. It was different. So, he didn't know that that's HIPAA violations at the time, so he found out. So, he's like, you want to lie on me? I'm going to go put facts in on you. He has proof of the stuff. And, they called the security, wouldn't let him put in the HIPAA complaint at the hospital. They called the cops. Guess who it was? Look at, I just noticed too, his mirror's broken. Learn how to drive. Fix this shit, dude. But Pro's the one who arrested us up on that street over there for telling somebody not to consent to a search, is the one that showed up. And she tried to trespass him. And Edwards ended up showing up. I haven't finished it. I got to put it together. So I think Edwards showed up and did the right thing, but I don't know if they still allowed him to put the complaint in or not. If Edwards did the right thing, he would be allowed to put the complaint in, actually. So I think the complaint went in. But on top of that, I personally know people that work there. That go to work hammered. I would watch them leave a nurse and go to work drunk, and then come home and talk about how drunk she was at work. One night she was so drunk at work she had to go to the bathroom and puke because she was that drunk. Called the hospital to make a complaint on it. You know what they did? They're just like these guys. They're union little gangbangers. Instead of, they told me that they can't do anything right away. They need to find probable cause, so they were going to monitor her. Well, they didn't monitor. They hung up with me and they called her. Within 5 minutes, they called her and told her. So the hospital seems to be okay with drunk employees taking people's private information and just giving it out. Well, no, there is a HIPAA investigation going on right now, actually. So he had to have gotten the complaint in. But yeah, how do you call the hospital with something that serious? You have a lady in there that's supposed to be saving lives, helping people that are sick, and you're allowing them to come in drunk. Bucci, why are you telling me to do that? If you had a set of nuts, you wouldn't be in here saying that. You'd be out there with a camera showing us how to do it. Come on. Stop with that. But Howard County, Sam, Outlaw, SJD, ADOT, Charles. We're going to go walk over here. Random Fandom, Zachary Buckner. And this is it too, guys. I will give the people of Connecticut free lawsuits if they want them. All you have to do is come to the Willimantic parking garage. Supposedly, I was told the first floor, which doesn't make any sense either. This is how I know it's all just bullshit. I can be on the first floor. I just can't go upstairs, because if I go upstairs, then I can look over. I can be closer and I can look over the parking lot and I can catch them having cookouts and stuff. So they don't want me on the second, third, or fourth floor, which is weird. I've never been partially trespassed, but I am now. But so if anybody wants to sue the Willimantic Police Department, all you need to do is come here and go up on this. I'll show you guys. I'll literally point it out, and then I'll give you another one. After that, all you have to do is come here. And you go right up there. You stand right there, and you look over, and you film what they're doing. And they will come up, and they will violate your rights. They've tried 100 times. And they tried a few times, but they wouldn't pull the trigger. And then they finally did. They got parking enforcement. This dude drives around flipping people off. There's no way they don't check your tires here. They don't mark your tires. They don't do any of that. He drives around and chooses who he wants to write tickets to. Not pull over, but write tickets to. I've seen it a million times, dude. I seen him not write a ticket to a car parked on, was it this one? I think, yeah, it was this. Yeah, this one. The dentist right there. A car parked the wrong way on the one way. He didn't do nothing to them. He gave the next car up a ticket who was parked legally. And then about, I don't know how long later, I was in the department complaining about something, and I met the lady who was like, dude, I wasn't even there that time, the whole time. How did I get a ticket? And you go in there, and they got little appeal forms, and they do absolutely nothing. They should be chalking your tires. They should be able to prove that you've been there for that amount of time. It's kind of like when I filmed them before when I was driving, they would tell somebody else, and they would drive around and look for my car and give me tickets. But yeah, so now we can't go up here. We're gonna fight this battle. It's just not the time. We got other stuff to take care of first, but we're about to get other stuff rolling too, guys. I mean, you can film from right there on that side of that fence, and you can film from right here. But why would I want to do that when I could film from up there, when I'm legally allowed to? And this is it too, guys. Every time I've been here the past, I don't know, a couple months, and I'm not complaining because I'd rather have them sit here than out harassing people, but like, it seems like all they do is sit here and hang out. Not out, just go sit out and just sit. You want to sit, go sit out with your lights on so traffic sees you and people drive appropriately. You're all good, Melissa. But they don't. They just sit here. They literally hang out here all day. We have the FOIAs in from when the midget that crashed and got arrested, and Giller's stupid ass, when they put the last warrant out for me when I told them to scan my girl's license plate. They went to my girlfriend's mother's house after that, and who has absolutely nothing to do with anything, and they harassed her, and they told her that I'm a bad dude, I'm a troublemaker. And this is the messed up part too, they lied straight to her face and told her that her daughter was out driving me around all day when she wasn't. The funny part is her daughter was at her house all day. Her daughter left her house to come get me. So she knew they were flat out lying. And her mom knows me. Her mom knows me from 2011 when I actually was like not living right. You know what I mean? And she knows who I am now. So luckily, it doesn't really matter what they say. It's not going to sway her. She knows what's true and she knows what's not. And let's not forget, they had her call her daughter and try and trick her daughter, who just left her house, to leave and come right back. But bring me, because her stepdad, there's a cop up there. Her stepdad wanted to talk to me, which doesn't happen. They're so and listen, I can tell everybody now, they're so dumb. They did that. She called me and told me. I'm like, that, look at, there's another one. I'm like, something's wrong. So I knew not to go there. Within 20 minutes of that phone call, guess what? They were out of jurisdiction, which they're not allowed to do. They did not follow her in pursuit, or me in pursuit. They didn't do it immediately. They literally went somewhere else first. And, fuck you staring at, you little bum? They're setting somebody up, I guarantee it. Driving around looking like a crackhead, dude. That, or they just met their dealer over here. But, yeah, dude. So they literally went to her house, out of jurisdiction, bugged her. Oh, ambulance, something happened. Bugged her. She wouldn't let him in. They kept calling her a liar. And she finally let him in. She said once Giller's stupid ass, is that Edwards right there? She said once Giller's stupid ass realized I wasn't there and like it clicked, he got extremely upset. I want to see Edwards, dude. Like she said, he became unraveled as like he was realizing I wasn't there. It's a tiny apartment. As soon as you walk in, you can realize I wasn't there. But we're getting those body cameras. The town has violated FOIA. They've refused these records. Slayer requested these records right after it happened. And guess what? It's just making it to FOIA now, who in my opinion, FOIA is useless. It's just another process to hold us up. They don't actually do anything. But now that they're involved, Willimantic's getting scared, and now they're sending him stuff. We haven't received the videos yet, but he's received a bunch of other stuff. I want to see if there's more on the calls too, because we have not this dumb Nixon that was just here, the male, the dumb female Nixon. We have her telling him, if I'm not there, leave me alone, disregard, and blah blah. And then he must have, he either solicited the complaint. Either way, he either neglected to do his job, dereliction of duty, or he solicited the complaint, because I didn't do anything wrong. He lied in the police report. He said I was out there swearing when I clearly wasn't. I just want to see if this is Edwards. Is it? I can't tell. And if it is, why is he in a regular cruiser? It ain't him. We're still going to stand here and see what he's doing. I wasted my time coming over here. But I was hoping it was him. Edwards is awesome. It's always a pleasure talking to him. But... And I would like to get a supervisor that actually, like, isn't an idiot to discuss this trespassing. Because as we could tell, Nixon doesn't really know or understand anything. Look at them all, they're hanging out. That's Giller right there. That's the criminal, dude. Look at that soft clown, dude. That is the one he has been involved with every time I have been arrested out here. He's been involved. He's violated my rights multiple times. We're bringing it up in court. Supposedly, I don't know for sure, but the word on the street is there's a lawsuit in process with him for shutting his body camera off and beating up an old immigrant guy that couldn't speak English well. That is him. I wish we could go up in the garage. The guy's a criminal. The guy will hurt you. He'll steal from you. Be careful of 16. Be careful of that guy. Why does he keep doing that? Wish I had a nice big sign. The other guy parked and walked. You see him way up there? Going to his personal car. It's funny too because some of them will do that. They'll just come get in their car and leave. I've had Sullivan literally walk around, see me down there, and like turn around and run. Like literally run. Giller's over here. He's planning on who he's going to go violate, what street he's going to go harass. And also, guys, there's I forgot to tell everybody this too. Remember when they did that big raid literally right across the street when they had Crest there, the whole Eastern State Task Force? Guess what? They were violating people's rights that day too. Even though they had all these warrants and they did all this stuff, they were still going in people's houses without warrants. A lady messaged me the other day. They took her kids, all this stuff, because her kid's father had a warrant or did so. I don't know exactly what he did, but they went in her house without a warrant, and they were searching her house without a warrant. What up, you criminal? How you doing? You beat up anybody lately, Giller? Violate any rights today, or did you just get in? Still early? Working on it? You look like you're a mess, dude. Are you doing drugs, Giller? Giller, are you on drugs? Your hair looks like a mess. Looks like you've been up for 3 days. Are you on that wacky cracky? Looks like you're getting smaller, too. You gotta be strung out, bud. You strung out? You can get help. We do recover. Look at you, bro. You look horrible, bro. Oh, he turned his lights on. He's scary. You actually doing something right? Are you checking your lights before you go out? That's a first. I've never seen this dude do anything correctly. Are they arming up? They're getting ready to go run up? How many of them are on the other side? So I'm talking to somebody. See? Is that a hand up there on the left? I don't know if it's the light or what. Yeah, it is. Wacky cracky. It's funny to watch it. This dude drives horrible. This dude's followed me through town for half hour at a clip, longer. Literally driving by me every 10 to 15 seconds. And the department thinks that's okay. They think he doesn't have a problem with me, even though he's arrested me. Oh wait, I'm lying. 4 times. Because he arrested me when the judge put out that BS warrant for me in Norwich that got beat. That whole case got beat. But he was the one that arrested me for it. As soon as I walked up to the scene filming, I heard my name being ran over the radio. And then he came over and he said, I got to talk to you. And I said, I don't got nothing. That video I don't even think is up. I'll put it up. And he said, I got nothing to say to you. He's like, oh, I got to talk to him. I'm like, dude, I got nothing to say to you. He's like, wow, well, you got a warrant. I'm like, what the hell, dude? Which you know is exactly what he wanted to say. What's he call it? Willimantic thinks they've seen for some reason, too, that police do not have to give their phone records, which I've seen other people get them and from other departments in Connecticut. So why doesn't Willimantic have to? I wonder what he was just doing on his phone. He's going to hurt someone. Be careful. That's a real criminal. A pussy criminal with a badge, but he's a criminal. I'm probably going to end this so I can listen to the scanner to see where they're going. And my girl's coming to pick me up in a few, and we're going to go eat dinner. A little bit because I wanted to be out here earlier. I haven't even had that much time out here, but they're out. So with that, I'll end this, you guys. Everybody that was on here, I appreciate you. Brandon Mitchell, I see you. What up, bro? I'll share some of your stuff on my page after. I've been meaning to on my community page so we can get you out there. I just spaced, but I appreciate each and every one of you. Howard County, Brandon, SJD, Random Fandom, Melissa, who else we got? I know Lou is in here. Lou's always in here. That's my guy. NH Mountain Girl, I appreciate you. Outlaw, Ranger Horse. If I forgot anybody, I'm sorry. It's hard to go through. Look at it. These guys are yelling at him. They said something to him. They love coming over here and picking on the homeless. They do. They get off on that. They definitely violate their rights. The homeless, the immigrants, they call this the sanctuary city too for Willimantic. The mayor will actually go out and say, everybody's protected here and you're safe and blah, blah, blah. And you're not. You're not at all. They're actually the most targeted group. Addicts, homeless, immigrants, the most targeted group in this town. Instead of the corrupt cops, the corrupt mayor, you know what I mean? Instead of the real crime. Look at it, took them a whole year to do an investigation over here to raid Pearl Street. And then instead of raiding Pearl Street like they always do, they got all these other people involved. I want to FOIA what that cost that day to have all these cops there. Where are they going? Something's going on. They're busy. You know what? The town must need money. That's the only thing I could think of, because you never see these guys out like this, ever. This is the most I've seen them out in probably 6 months, a year. Oh, bitch ass. It wasn't even him. That was a girl, but I don't even like flipping off ones I don't know or haven't done anything to me, but I feel like they all deserve it. If they all know what's going on, they all witness it, and they all let it happen. And that's why McCant and Zaro that drove by, I got to go back and review the footage to make sure, but I was 99% sure that when they shut down all our parks last September. That's what the arrest was over. That's what started it, is they shut down all our public parks, and I protested it, and I talked mad crap to Giller the day before, and all this stuff, and they literally shut the parks down and said they made it up too. It was all made up. They had, hold on guys. We there? Yeah, sorry, that was my girl calling. But Yeah, dude, they shut down all the parks and made up that there was going to be a takeover when it wasn't. It was somebody's memorial ride, and they were just coming through Willimantic because he grew up here and he lived his life here. And they literally criminalized a memorial ride. They shut down all our parks. They spent all this money, dude. They had probably every cop on the force sitting at every park. Well, all they did was sit there and eat pizza all day. They weren't doing anything. There was no takeover. The people that organized the memorial ride called the department and told them, what are you guys doing? This is not a street takeover. This is not any of that. Like, and they didn't care. They didn't care at all. But Giller can't take me hurting his feelings the next day. That's literally the next day. He had me arrested for telling him to scan my girlfriend's plate, even though it was his fault because he followed me for an hour one day. I didn't even know he was following me, and I went to meet my girl. I stood outside of, it wasn't here, but say here. I stood out on the sidewalk waiting for her. Probably 5 minutes. As soon as she showed up and pulled in, I turned around to walk in. By the time I got to her car, dude, this dude was skidding up behind her, scanning her plate for absolutely no reason, no lawful reason. He wasn't investigating anything. He wasn't doing anything. And that's the only reason he had the information the day I told him to scan the plate, because he didn't see the plate that day, and he didn't scan it that day, that he had the information to go harass her family and her address, was because he scanned her plate a week, 3 weeks, a month before, for absolutely no reason. So to me, it looks like he's scanning plates for personal gain, not for law enforcement job or duties. You know what I mean? Like, and we actually did have a state trooper that was just not just now. I think it was July last year, maybe August. The state trooper was arrested for using the computer system for personal benefits, which I don't think you should be able to use that computer, dude, unless you actually have a lawful reason. Somebody stopped that you need to scan. I don't think you should be able to scan any plate. No, I don't agree with that. But with that, you guys, dude, I don't know. I keep talking. I don't even see, someone said defund the police. In this day and age, I don't think we can go without police with all these Karens and there. Oh, I forgot to tell everybody too. I just saw the mayor over there. I got a little clip of him. Now he's agreeing to the fundraiser again because I found the email after he lied and said it didn't exist, and he never said that. He's agreeing. But I don't think we can defund them. All these Karens and these people need them. And I think society would be a mess without them. But what I think needs to happen is we need to rip the whole structure down and restart. These people are not military. That's the problem, is they look at it all wrong. You know what I mean? Like there's some sort of military fighters. They're none of that, dude. You're not a military guy. You're not a sergeant. You are literally a public servant. You're just like a librarian, or you know what I mean. You're here to serve the public, and they've lost that. Everything's a ticket. Why are tickets money? In my opinion, if you get a ticket and you really deserve it, I feel like you should have to do community service. Go do 8 hours. Go give back to your community instead of feeding the government. You know what I mean? I think I would care a lot more if I had to spend 8-12 hours at a soup kitchen doing some, you know what I mean, volunteer work over the government taking $100 of mine. But my girl's here, guys. I'm going to go eat and enjoy this little bit of time with her and her family. And I'll be back out here afterwards. So if you're on, be on the lookouts, guys. I appreciate all you guys. Jack off. Yeah, definitely, guys. Please hit the like, sub. Check out all the mods that posted the channels. And we'll be ready to go. Probably, what time is it now? It's 3 now, probably 5:36. I'll be back out here. So be on the lookout, guys. Oh, we got all these electric cars. These guys are so smart. Where does energy come from, guys? I'll tell you, power plants that usually burn trash or wood. So they're burning stuff, hurting the environment to charge the cars with horrible batteries that are bad for the environment. Makes sense. But I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Thank you.